Good morning, everyone. So it was weird. It's like I scheduled a live on a different kind of platform thing that YouTube has, and then I realized that it was for Google Hangouts, and I don't want to use that anymore. So we're here. I'm going to wait for people to show up on this side because I think that there were some people on the other one. So this is going to be an energy check-in. Sorry, I'm like all sorts of discombobulated too. This is going to be an energy check-in post-eclipse. So good morning, everyone. Hi. I was just saying that the other live stream that I had, it was on a different platform that I didn't want to use. So it was like on Google Hangouts. So I'm here. So hopefully everybody's moving this direction. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Is the negativity hitting really hard? Hold on, I gotta like make this bigger because I'm blind as a bat. Yeah, I'm sorry. Good morning. Oh, hi, Michael. I haven't seen you in a while. My nose is still stuffy, but it's better today. So that's a plus. It's always nice. How's everybody doing post-eclipse? I want to get everybody's updates first really quick, and then we'll talk about the energy that's going on in the sky. Anxiety, overthinking, you don't feel calm, you don't know what's happening. Okay. So what's probably, first of all, I want you to meditate. I want you to like, when I say, I just want you to breathe. Hold on a second. For some reason, I'm choking. Good morning, Brian. Oh, these necklaces are on my website for sale. And there's already, like, before I even said they were on sale, 3 were bought. So there are only 7 left right now, and we'll have some more up. There are more that are being made. These are like the silver's like hand spun, like it's all handmade. It's beautiful, and it has a little it has a crystal on the inside, and there are different options for the crystals. So if you're feeling lost and you're feeling anxiety and you're feeling like you have no idea what you want to do, you don't know what end is up, I want you to like close your eyes and just take a couple of deep breaths all the way into your solar plexus and like breathe in, count to 5, breathe out, count to 5, and do that like 3 or 4 times. And yes, Leo 1111, this is what I'm talking to you. So because I know the overthinking. Hi, Kara. I know the overthinking and the anxiety and the wanting to cry and being really emotional. And I want you to be able to get all of those feelings out. That's why you're anxious, because you're holding everything in. If you want to cry, then cry. If you're in an office and you need to cry, go to the bathroom and cry. Like, let it out. The reason why you're going through this is you're going through an ascension process right now. And yes, it's very uncomfortable sometimes. And good. I'm glad you cried a lot. Keep that energy moving. You probably were holding on to a lot that you needed to let go of. It did. It shifted a lot of energy. And it's funny because it felt like it was stuck in my heart chakra at one point yesterday. And I was like, oh man, okay, everybody. Like, I really put the intention out there to for everybody, like even after I did my ritual last night and everybody else, like if you guys aren't seeing the rituals that I'm putting up on Instagram and my stories, people are DMing me pictures of their rituals they did last night for the full moon, and they're really awesome. So I put the intention out there for everybody to just release, like release, because there was a lot of stuck energy in the heart chakra and in the solar plexus for the collective. So that's okay, Crystalline. We'll get it next time. You slept 14 hours last Saturday? Yeah, I was really exhausted last weekend, Monday even. Like I think it was Monday morning, I did the daily reading, and then I got a migraine, and I literally rescheduled the rest of my day and slept. Hi, guys. Chakra bracket broke yesterday. Oh, your bracelet? Hi, Sarah. Well, I'm glad to see that everybody is here. This eclipse, it's so funny because I actually thought that this eclipse energy was going to be much harder on me than it was. Believe it or not, like me sleeping for 3 days and having a migraine for 1 day was like a piece of cake compared to what past eclipses have done to me. Like, I remember one eclipse in 2018. I think it was the one in January. That eclipse portal that I went to, all I did was sleep and eat for 4 days, 4 or 5 days straight. And I knew that, I mean, it's like I slept, and then I'd wake up and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to eat something. And then I'd go right back to, I think I probably slept like 4 days in a row, without speaking to anybody. Maybe I texted people to let them know I was still alive, and that was basically it. Oh, I'm good. Vladimira Cole, yesterday, write, letter, let go, all burn, and today feel better. That's awesome. And Leo 1111, I want you to just work with that energy. Like, if you feel like you need to take some time off, or you don't want to talk to anybody, or you just kind of want to stay in your own little like cocoon for a little while, it's okay to do that. I don't want you to feel like you have to be acting a certain way or being a certain way with all of this energy. You have to do what you're feeling. Hi, Sil. Hi, Gwen. All of my people are here. Oh, that's awesome, Lisa Marie. Good, Leo 1111. I am. This is what I'm doing for, like, I made some chicken and rice soup yesterday, and lots of water, lots of juices. Yeah, I don't have the migraine's gone, but I feel like dense food right now would be a really bad idea. Like, I ate some sushi yesterday, and that was like way too heavy for me. So I decided to make some soup instead. I just go by the way my body feels. Like, if I feel like I want to eat, then I'll eat. If I feel like I don't try and push it. That's one of the things that I really have to remind myself of, is to not force myself to do things that don't feel comfortable. If I feel like I need to nap, then I'll take a nap. That's why one of the reasons why the love readings are a little late coming. I'm going to put them all out at the same time so nobody feels left out, because I feel like that happens every month, that people feel left out from it. So I'm going to put them all out at the same time, and it'll probably be on Friday. So fingers crossed, Friday, or like, I know Friday I'll finish them, but I may have them all uploaded Friday or Saturday. Immigrate to Canada. So Sil is planning on immigrating to Canada. Sometime, I don't know if it's this year or if it's the beginning of next year. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you had to take a placement test to immigrate to, but that's a good idea. You're welcome, Jessica. I'm glad that I can be here for everyone. Oh, it's an English exam. Oh, I get it. I've never been to Canada before, so well, I hope you get good news on it too. I hope you get good news on it too. Okay, so I feel like Leo 11, I feel like there are some things that you're holding on to that you are refusing to release, and that's why you're anxious. Because it sounds to me like there's stagnant energy somewhere inside of you. So you may want to look into that. I wouldn't know unless I knew your whole story, and I don't have time to do your whole story right now. I want to talk about what's going on in the cosmos today. So not a ton of stuff. we have Venus and the North Node are conjunct. And we have Neptune and the North Node are conjunct, means that they are together. They're in the same sign. Venus is in Cancer. The North Node is in Cancer. Mercury came back into Cancer this week as it's still retrograding, which is not really bothering me that much, this Mercury retrograde. It was more of the eclipse that got to me, not the retrograde's fine so far. So we have the North Node trine Neptune. We also have, North Node is trine Neptune, which means there's like a triangle that's happening. There's like when you have it in 3 different signs, right? 3 different of the same element. It's a trine. And so what this means is our imagination and creativity is at an all-time high right now. So I really want you guys to pay attention to your dreams. I want you guys to really pay attention to the ideas that are coming to you. I know that a lot of people say that Mercury retrograde is probably not a good time to start new projects, but you can always, and like the eclipse season is not a time to manifest things, because these are the things you're trying to remove so you can make room for new things, right? So the lunar eclipse was not a time to manifest new things coming in. It was a time to release old habits, old attitudes, old people, old environments, all of that stuff. So now this is a time to allow your creativity to shine. And since Mercury is in retrograde and not everything is really logical right now anyways, like I tell everybody when I do readings for them, I'm like, listen, my intuition is on point right now. Like personal readings are off the charts, but I will forget words because my intuition is working really, really fast and my brain is on like slow-mo. So I have to stop every once in a while and be like, what's the word I'm trying to think of to say? So I've been saying that a lot, and it's yes, I've been listening to Hypnotic Labs. Also, Stephen Libby has some really good meditation music that you can just put on repeat. He doesn't do loops, which I actually like because you can have it on for as long as you want or as little time as you want. How do you clear your energy so you can have a dream? What if you haven't had any? You may just be a person that doesn't remember your dreams. I never used to remember my dreams. And it's only during certain transits that I, like right now with this Neptune stuff going on with Venus and Neptune and the North Node and the South Node even as well. And, Saturn in the South Node is conjunct. I've been remembering all of my dreams, but like my natal North Node, my Saturn, my Venus, and my Sun actually are all in my 12th house. So I only remember things that are like my dreams literally give me lessons. It's very interesting. I am not a dream guru. So the biggest thing that I would suggest is if you want to remember a dream or you want to see what that dream meant to you or means for you, write it down and then maybe look it up, Google it, get a dream book. But I suggest dream journals if you want to remember your dream or find out what your dream. Sorry. I feel like, can everybody hear me okay? I feel like it's not loud enough for some reason. I don't know why. How to let go of someone. That's a whole different story. Okay, good. Leo 1111, it sounds like you may need to get a personal reading. You keep on asking questions on how to do things. The alignment sessions really help with helping to release people. So just think about it. Hi, Digi. Good morning. All right. So we are going to use the Fate Shifters Tarot today. I got to put this on Do Not Disturb so I don't get disturbed because it was over here a-buzzing. Whoa. All right. They're flying out already. It's on your list of things to do. That's okay. It'll happen when you feel like you're ready. It'll happen when you're ready. So we have Temperance and we have the Fool for the first two cards that came out, both major arcanas. Major arcanas are like our road signs in life. These are basically like the fate these are the cards that we're dealt, really. This is the stuff that we can really expect to happen. Temperance is all about healing energy. It's all about balancing out your heart and your mind. And the Fool is about new beginnings. The Fool is about taking risks. The Fool is, sometimes it can be foolish to take these risks. But, hey, Kayla. So yeah, sorry guys, I don't want to be distracted. I'm going to shut the chat just really quick and I'll be back for it. So if you want to say something to me or type something up, I will be right back. I won't be seeing the chat for a minute. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back with the chat. All right. I just didn't want to be distracted anymore with that. Okay. So we have Temperance and we have the Fool. So, I feel like Temperance is that really creative aspect, that really creative card, that really creative outlet that we were just talking about with Neptune and the North Node and South Node and Venus in the North, or Venus in the North Node being conjunct. It's all about allowing yourself to see the balance that you need in order to be brave, in order to, and it's so funny because I've learned a lot this year about vulnerability and being brave. And the more you put yourself out there, the more vulnerable you are, the more you say, it's okay if I get hurt because I understand that it's going to be a lesson even if I get hurt in this. But if I never try it and if I'm never brave and if I'm never vulnerable and I never put myself out there, that I'm going to miss out on a whole lot, right? The more I see myself understanding what it means to really be vulnerable, and the only way I can get things done in life is to be vulnerable and be brave, the more risks I'm taking, right? And I'm patient with myself with them. So I want you to allow yourself to balance out the needs of what your heart and your mind keep on telling you. If you have that, like, I really want to do a lot of new things, but I'm afraid that if I start doing all of this stuff, I'm afraid of getting hurt. I'm afraid of being deceived. I'm afraid of, see what I mean? Seven of Swords. I'm afraid that it's not going to work out. The Seven of Swords is all about the fear of not doing whatever it is. There were a couple of things, like just in the last few months, that I decided that I needed to take a different action on. And it was like, all right, I guess this is what I'm going to have to do in order for me to feel like there was positive movement in any direction, right? Was for me to allow myself to, and some of it was like every time you put yourself out there and you're vulnerable and you're brave and you take risks, there is a very real factor of failing. There's a very real factor of not succeeding in what you put yourself out there for. Also, I wanted to remind everybody to hit the thumbs up button. If you're in the chat or you're watching the reading, hit the thumbs up button for me. So we also have the Four of Swords. That's how I know you guys are still here, because I can see the thumbs up going. So we have the Four of Swords. And we have, okay, the Four of Wands, and we have the Five of Pentacles. I get it. I feel like some of us want to just hide out. I feel like this is kind of that moment in our lives where if we feel like we're being tested in some way, or we feel like we're being deceived in some way, shape, or form, we just want to pull back. If you're tired, take a break. There's absolutely no need for you to push yourself. The comfort of your own home, right? Four of Wands, get comfortable. The Five of Pentacles I get not feeling like you have enough. I get not having enough and feeling like you don't have enough because you really don't have it. Like, you know what I mean? I get I understand the concept of feeling poor. I know what it feels like to be poor, right? Abundance is a state of mind. Out of a car and, you know, having to go to use like the YMCA shower so you can shower before you go to work or something, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I understand the concept of being poor, but I've been in a position like that before. And I was able to get myself out of it because I knew that I deserved better. I knew that I deserved to give myself better than what I was giving myself at that point. So the Five of Pentacles, and the reason why I'm stressing this on the Five of Pentacles is because somebody actually argued with me and told me that I was wrong about it just being a state of mind sometimes. Yes, sometimes you need help from other people. Yes, it's true that some people don't want to help you and you feel like you're all on your own when you do things. I understand all of that. I've been in all of those positions. I guarantee you, I didn't get to where I am today taking an easy route. Like everything that I've done was always very tested and very hardworking. So I get it. I understand. But you don't have to sit in the Five of Pentacles when you have the Four of Wands sitting right next to it, because you actually do have community. You actually do have a home. You actually do have an outlet. You just have to be brave enough to be vulnerable enough to see it. Because sometimes we clamp ourselves in and we allow ourselves to be in a lack mentality, thinking we have no one, thinking that we have nothing to fight for anymore, anything like that. When in reality, we've only isolated ourselves. That no one else has isolated us. They actually they reached out and reached out and reached out and reached out, and we didn't hear them over and over and over again, or we didn't reach out back. And so we put ourselves in an isolated state of mind. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so let's see. Temperance. Yes. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Fill up your own cup. Right? The Ace of Cups is dating yourself. The Ace of Cups is allowing yourself to see the good and bad within you and accepting all of it and loving yourself for all of it. The Ace of Cups is not about the Instagram filters or how other people see you. It just isn't. The Ace of Cups is how you see yourself, right? The High Priestess on the Fool. Being vulnerable and taking risks in life. It's not easy, but it's easier if you listen to your intuition. The High Priestess is super intuitive. If you listen to your intuition and you listen to what your intuition and your higher self is trying to tell you, your intuition is not going to steer you the wrong way. Might seem a little bit illogical. Your ego is going to tell you all of the reasons why you can't do things in your life, or why you're not good enough to do certain things in your life, and why you should stay small. And your intuition is going to say, no, no, no. Let's do big. Let's be big. Let's do all the big things. Then we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is all about feeling deceived. It's all about being deceptive and running away, and then feeling guilty about that deception. You can heal and find clarity within the deceptive behavior of other people. If other people are treating you poorly, you don't have to be just okay with it. You can leave. I guarantee you that you would be much happier if you did. But don't feel guilty about leaving, because those people, if they truly loved you, they would do everything in their power in a good way to get you to stay. The Sun on the Seven of Swords is very telling because every time you heal yourself from something that somebody else did, you're filling that cup up a little bit more. Every time you heal yourself from something that happened in your childhood, or something that happened in your young adult life, or something that happened in that last marriage that you're just getting divorced from, and you look at it in a perspective of, that wasn't really ever about me. It was all about the projection of how they felt. And the wound hit me really hard because it's something that I have to look at within myself. For example, when somebody says to you, like I know that I'm not the only reader that gets really, really trolled on the videos, right? I'm not the only reader that does. When there are trolls that come on, there's this energy, and like there are some people that will say some really, really nasty things. And full transparency from my end, some of that has triggered me. They talked about personal attributes of, physically personal attributes about myself. And it's, I end up deleting them and all that stuff. I let it go, but it has triggered me in the past to where I had to stop myself and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. That energy of that person, the fact that it's triggering me, they don't even know who I am. It's a complete and total stranger, never met. It's somebody who it's like they get their kicks from saying negative things to people, right? And I had to remind myself, if I'm being triggered by somebody who doesn't even know who I am, that's a problem with myself. That's where I have to look in the mirror and I have to say, okay, why is this triggering me? And what can I do to change it? And like, for example, there was one thing about my weight. And then I realized like that person doesn't even understand, or people who comment on my weight, the fact that I have gained weight, because I have. But back when I first started the channel and I was really, really thin, I was not even healthy. Like I wasn't even in a healthy place because I couldn't eat. Like there was a lot of things that were going on in my life, and like with the stress factor, I just didn't eat. Like I was never hungry. And now I keep a pretty healthy lifestyle, but that's but I also, because of my figure, the way that I am, it looks like I've gained a lot of weight. But it's nobody's business. That's the thing. But since it triggered me, since that's something that triggered me, was like, okay, I really need to look within myself, because obviously that is a wound within I'm not loving myself in some way if some stranger can trigger me. That was my example. I know I just talked a lot about myself, but sometimes the only way I feel like I can give you guys examples is if it's happened, to let you know that, I'm human too, and it happens to me too. Those triggers happen all the time. Okay, so it's okay to be on pause right now. You don't have to take action on every single thing that you're feeling, every single thing that you want to say, every single thing that you want to do. If you feel like you need to rest, if you feel like you need to take a break, if you feel like you need to do some siesta time, please do that. Please take care of yourself. Even if it's a 20-minute nap in the middle of the afternoon, if it's like the second half of your lunch hour and you go out to your car and you shut your eyes for 20 minutes, that's even meditation right there. Give yourself an opportunity to take a break in life. It doesn't have to be so hard. Okay, so 4 of Wands. Woo, whoa. And I do feel like there's a lot of us through this time. The reason why we're having to love ourselves, the reason why we are having to be vulnerable and take risks, and the reason why we're no longer feeling like there's this, need to get things done all the time, is because we're rebuilding. We're coming from a place of rebuilding. Those who have joined, I don't have the chat up. So I will have it up here in a minute when I get done reading the cards, and then we can chat for a little bit longer. But the Three of Pentacles on the Four of Wands, I feel like a lot of us are rebuilding our lives. And because the Four of Wands for me, yes, it's relations, but it's also your environment. It's your security. It's your foundation. It makes you feel, and that Three of Pentacles is starting from the very bottom. It's very entrepreneurial. Starting from the bottom and working your way up. Okay? Don't feel like you have to get it all done in one day. It even took God 7 days to build this world, right? And he even rested a day. All right. So I know so many people are going to argue with me on that. I'm not going to have a religious talk. Just don't expect yourself to get everything done. And people, this is what I was talking about before. That Five of Pentacles that you have in your mind right now of feeling like you're lacking is actually just an illusion, because really you're sitting very, very pretty. The Empress is the epitome of Venus conjunct the North Node, Neptune trine the North Node. She is the creative beginning of everything. She's Mother Earth. She is the start of life, right? And sometimes you have to hit rock bottom for you to be able to see clearly what it is that you're going to grow from, right? If you want to be an Empress, you got to start down here and build your way up. Again, I didn't get here overnight. Like, this was not something that I just snapped my hands and everything fell into place. No. I worked really, really hard for a long time in my life to get to where I am. And then even when I started doing what I loved every day, this isn't easy. This is not easy to do. So then we have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. If you want everything in life, if you want all of your wishes to come true, keep chugging along. The universe is not in the business of saying no, but it is in the business of saying, how bad do you want it? How badly do you want it? And if you want it real bad, you work your ass off to get there. If you're trying to figure out what it is you're working your ass off for, it'll come. If that Two of Pentacles is like, I don't even really know what's going on in my life right now. I'm not entirely sure what I want. Don't really know what's going on. That Two of Pentacles and that Ten of Wands is saying, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep loving yourself, keep finding balance and patience within. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and brave. Listen to your higher self and your intuition. Don't forget to heal from all of the negativity that has been thrown at you, all of the negativity you've thrown at other people. Wink, wink. We're not perfect. We throw negativity at people too. I will be the first one to stand up and say, I am not perfect. I've said shitty things to people in my life before. I take it back, but it's, sometimes you say things you can never take back from people. You can never be like, let me just shove that back down into my throat chakra. It doesn't work like that. Get a lot of rest. Get a lot of rest right now. If you feel like you need to sleep, then sleep and just start building up. You're really not lacking as much as you think you are. You really, really aren't. Thank you. Wow, I just popped up on here and was like, all sorts of lovely things were said. Thank you, guys. I am not going by the sign. It's general. It's just a general. Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate that. That is a tweetable moment. You should tweet that and quote me. Like, put it on my page. You did? I love these cards. They're really great. I've used them in a lot of personal readings now. I like the feel of them. I like the feel of them. This year is going by really fast. Really, really, really fast. Hi, Sylvia. Everybody say hi to my that you're in. She does cards of truth, and I'm actually going to have her on my channel because she's amazing. I'm going to like build her up right now, and she's going to get really embarrassed. And it's probably a good thing that nobody can see her because her cheeks will get bright red. I love her. After the retrograde, after Mercury goes direct, you're welcome, Morning Coffee. We're going to get together. Hi, Stephen. Sanka. Hi, Stephen. I sent some people over to listen to your meditations right now to get a little clarity on some things. Ooh, that's cool, Bill. I love that. I know you're blushing, Sylvia. That's why it's really probably a good thing that people can't see you. Whenever I need to take like a break in the afternoon, take a nap or something, I listen to Stephen's stuff. It's not boring. It's just very like I go into a trance and then I fall asleep. Oh, thank you, Nikish. I'm so glad you're here. I need a straw because it just got on my nose. Hi. Well, so I hope that helped everybody with this energy for after the eclipse, for post-eclipse. Yes, lots of third. And, you know, maybe that's why my sinuses are bothering me lately a lot, because I've been doing a lot of cleansing of this, of my third eye, of my pineal gland. I think it's releasing a lot of stuff, and I'm just purging so much now, which is probably another reason why my intuition's like all over the place. Pounding headache for days. Liposomal. I just took some vitamin C. Like I've been taking like 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day for the past couple weeks. And then I'll stop for a little bit so I don't get used to it. I don't know what liposomal. And I also took Stephen's advice on doing the nose washes with high pH balanced water. So, and that's really helped too. Holy cow. I don't know what that means, Bill, but that's awesome. I bet Stephen does. Oh, Stephen Libby, Starborn Messenger. Check his channel out. I need to watch that video that you did a while back on all of your health stuff. You missed watching. I didn't watch the full moon either. I did my ceremony, my ritual. I let everything go. I put my crystals in the moonlight. And then I went to bed because I released everything. And I was like, nope, I'm done. There you go. So, yeah. You wish you just took a few days off this week. What does that mean? We see synchronicities because it's kind of like reprogramming your brain. When you see certain synchronicities, it's like 444, 555. I mean, a lot of people say that they're angel numbers, but I believe that it's like a reprogram, like you're reprogramming your synopsis of your brain. You're seeing things differently as you're ascending. It's like a detour. It's like detouring your brain to think a different way, think a different direction. I'm not going to do the readings. I'm not doing sign readings today, but it's a really good way to just kind of knowing that you are continuing. I wouldn't say it's on the right path. Like, you're not necessarily on the right path, quote unquote, on the right path, because we can always take detours. If it makes you feel comfortable to think that it's like the universe winking at you saying, hey, you're on the right path, I wouldn't like subscribe to a belief system of a certain synchronicity or a certain number or anything like that. I know that I see repeating numbers all the time. Like, it even gets to the point where I'm just like, I am so sick of seeing repeating numbers. I don't want to see them anymore. So well, that's cool. And if it gives you comfort, then let it give you comfort. Well, I have a whole bunch of general readings already done for July. I'm going to be finishing up the love readings for July. I'm just not doing the live sign readings today. I don't really have a schedule when I do live. So just, if you want to hit the bell, the subscription bell, you'll know when I'm going to be live. You'll know when I'm doing, when any videos come up. I am going to head out, guys. I got a lot of things to do today. I got a lot of readings to get done, and I don't want to expunge all my energy here. But I really appreciate you all being here. I hope this was really helpful, and I hope that you're taking time to do a lot of care. Because right now, because the energy is really dense, it can make you cranky. It can make other people cranky. Just really like allow yourself to take extra time getting places, and try not to, you're welcome. Try not to, I can't even, it's like I know what I want to say, but I can't think of the word. Try not to have high expectations with things right now. Really allow yourself to go with the flow, because it's very easy to get super disappointed if something doesn't turn out the way that you want it to in this moment, okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I love doing these lives. I know a lot of people don't like rewatching the lives, but I love being here with you guys. So have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see you soon. Bye.